Okay, remember we're talking about reflexives, where once again, when the subject, the person doing the action, is also the person receiving the action, then we have to make sure that everything matches up, and we have to use those reflexive pronouns, me, te, se, nos, and se, to show whoever's listening to us speak or reading that, once again, the person doing the action is also receiving the action. Most of you had no problem with this at all in class today. Once again, showing an example. To brush one's teeth, cepillarse. If we're conjugating it to say brush my teeth, the se goes to the front, changes to me, and so now we have me cepillar. But that is to brush my teeth, but we're wanting to say I brush my teeth, so me cepillo. So your homework, though, is a little more advanced than just conjugating verbs. You're going to write a question on the back of these little cards, and you're also going to write an answer. Now that sounds really complicated, but it's really not. For example, we have the phrase ducharse. Okay, so to make a quick, easy little sentence, you could just say, ¿Te duchas por la mañana? And now you've asked, do you take a shower at night? Then I also want you to answer the question. Sí, me ducho por la mañana. Okay, so an example of that, looking at this little card, it says, ¿Te duchas por la mañana or por la noche? So you can answer that with me ducho por la mañana. Another example of what I want you to do, let's look at the word afeitar. Okay, so afeitarse. Well, I'm going to write this question about your dad. So, ¿se afeita tu papá? Sí, se afeita todos los días. Does your dad shave himself? Yes, he shaves himself every day. Okay, it's asking a question and then answering it. You're going to have to conjugate your verb. Now, you do not have to do all of these verbs. You need to pick 5 of them. And I want you to ask a question using different subjects. So use a question that would be in the tu form, like, do you wash your hands? ¿Te lavas las manos? Ask a question that would be posed to usted. Do you, sir, wake up at 6 a.m.? Yes, I wake up at 6 a.m. I want you to do one for y'all. So that's ustedes. Ask a question to 2 people, or about 2 people, so ellos, and then a question about Maria. So these are going to be the subjects of your questions. Now be careful, because when you answer these questions, if you ask a question to tú, a person responds with yo. If you ask a question to you, sir, or ma'am, usted, the person responds with yo. If I say, hey, y'all, do y'all wash your hands? You don't respond with yes, y'all wash your hands. You respond with yes, we wash our hands. So be careful, because your verbs are going to change. Now, one last little note before you get started on your homework. These three verbs, sentarse, despertarse, dormirse, or acostarse. These 3 verbs are stem changers, boot verbs. In sentarse, the E changes to IE inside the boot, meaning nosotros doesn't change. Despertarse, the second E changes to an IE inside the boot. Remember, the boot is everything but nosotros. And dormirse or acostarse, the O changes to a UE inside the boot. So, good luck with that. 5 cards, and I'll list on the website the different subjects you have to use again. And if you have any questions, you can always text me or email me. Good luck!